So we're just gonna pick up right where we left off. We're gonna find the Augur of Dunlane, which is in the midden beneath the College Water. So let's just jump right into it. Off screen, I just stored a bunch of crap. I didn't really do anything else. Nothing worth mentioning, really. A lot of stuff I need to sell. That's what I figured out. I really should be better about selling all the stuff because we're gonna need the gold, and the merchants lack money sometimes, I find. So it'll take a lot of trips and a lot of waiting to really sell it all. But let's go ahead and fast travel because definitely not walking all the way here.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school. Why are my research materials constantly disappearing? You consider restoration a valid school of magic, worthy of study?
Oh, I guess you didn't want to have a conversation with me. Then no. No, I don't consider it a perfectly good school. Even though I use it all the time. From my memory, the midden doesn't. It's creepy. The midden doesn't have a ton of enemies. But it's certainly not something you can walk into with no weapons. I think there is a mod I was seeing that sort of adds a lot more depth to the midden, but that's not something that I downloaded. Okay. It is a pretty cool area, one that I think certainly deserves a little bit more love. I think there is another quest that takes place down here, one that I don't actually think I've ever done. So that is something we'll do in the future for sure. An ice ring. It certainly went a lot better than the last one we fought. The most annoying part about fighting ice wraiths is just it feels like they're extremely hard to hit, like their hitbox is just very small. But on top of that, usually you fight them out in snowy biomes, and it is like impossible to see them against the snow. Yeah, this I think is part of a different quest. I'm not exactly sure. I've never actually done this thing, so that'll be something we'll mess with in the future. A lot of torch bugs. I actually forgot there was like a second level to this. This is one of the interesting things I find about Skyrim, is just seeing some of the, I'll call it creepy, because if you came upon this in real life, I would certainly call it creepy. But it is really cool and interesting what they do with some of these things that you can't really interact with. It certainly would give me the heebie-jeebies if I went below a college and found skeletal remains arranged this way. But good thing it was a video game.
There is no help for you here.
Oh, I'm sure you'll help me. I did not mean to take the bread. That's okay. It's just a snack for later. Looks promising. Yeah, like, I have not messed with this. Sure, this is something, but we'll come back at another time. Yeah, this is much bigger than I remember it. I mean, I know you don't spend a ton of time in the midden. And I know I'm probably not going the right way. But this is a lot bigger than I remember. But again, there's really not that many enemies that you really need to worry about. There's a Augur, a couple skeletons, a couple small spiders, not even a big one. So yeah, it's really not anything too bad. I don't think we want to go that way. So we'll go back this way, just sort of showing you everything that there is in here. So I don't get lost.
There is no solace in knowing what is to come. Your perseverance will only lead to disappointments. Still, you persist. Very well. You may enter.
Oh, you're bright.
I am that which you have been seeking. Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun. Those who have sent you have not told you what they seek, what you seek. Indeed. And so you have come looking, though you do not know why. Like others before you, you blindly follow a path to your own destruction. The dwemer came seeking answers as well, unaware they will be his undoing. Your path now follows his, though you will arrive too late. The one who calls himself Ankano. He seeks information about the Eye, but what he will find shall be quite different. His path will cross yours in time, but first you must find that which you need. You, and those aiding you, wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus. You wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware. To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff. Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center, so you must act with haste. Take this knowledge to your archmage.
Cool. Giant blue ball of energy. I know a lot of lore. I know a lot of lore in Elder Scrolls universe, but one thing that I've never been 100% certain on is what is the story of the Augur. I believe it was originally a student from the college long ago, but I don't know if they ever really talk about what happened to explain why he became this. I don't even know what you want to call him. I mean, orb is the easiest thing, but he's not just an orb. I mean, he clearly has some knowledge of foresight or something. So it's really unclear what exactly it is and how it became what it is. I think that'd be interesting. And, you know, I say this knowing it's probably been discussed in some book or something, and it's probably online. Missed that the first time? It's this way. A murder scene. Cool. Why you didn't just take me there in the first place.
Huh?
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Really? And what might that be? I'm sorry, what? Well, I'd certainly love to have such a powerful staff, but I'm not really sure that any of us need it. And how do you know of this? Did you really? And he specifically mentioned the staff of Magnus? I'm impressed with your initiative. Of course, someone will need to follow up on this. A most impressive attitude. Keep this up, and you'll do quite well for yourself.
Maybe even
Something
Archmage.
as specific and ancient as the Staff of Magnus. I'm not sure we'd ever find something like that. I seem to recall Mirabelle mentioning the staff somewhat recently. Why don't you see if she can tell you anything? I'm quite pleased with your progress, you know. You've certainly proven yourself to be more than a mere apprentice. Well done. This circlet once proved invaluable to me. I hope it can be of use to you now.
Hey, that's better. Check out the drip. Oh yeah, now I'm looking like a real mage.
I have many important things on my mind. Your concerns are not among them.
Evil. Can't even pickpocket this man.
If there are any problems, let me know. Well, now that's an odd question. Why in the world would you be asking? I see. Well, yes, I suppose I did mention it, though I'm not sure what he expects me to tell you. I only brought it to his attention a few months back when the Synod showed up here looking for it. They were apparently under the impression we were keeping it in a closet somewhere. Mages based out of Cyrodiil. They fancy themselves the imperial authority on magic these last few hundred years. My understanding is that all they really do is make noise in an attempt to curry favor from the Emperor. Lots of politics, little magic. I was quite surprised to find them on our doorstep. They seemed amiable enough, but their line of questioning made me uneasy. It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts, looking to consolidate power. No one here does. The Synod seemed convinced it was somewhere in Skyrim. They inquired about the ruins of Mizulft, but that's all I remember. It sounded like they were heading there, though they were rather secretive about why. I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Mizulft yet. Just don't expect them to be cooperative.
Alright. Ooh. Not in a convenient spot. No siree. It's okay. Get to do a little bit of traveling. I find travel is where the most unexpected things happen. You get the weird counters. I don't know what they were running for. Must hit that. We probably have enough Jazz Bay grapes at this point to do that side quest, because I keep storing them instead of using them. And I guess if you're wanting to do that quest yourself, this is a good hot spot. I don't want to mess with you. Oh yeah. Thank you. I always thought it was kind of crap that you can't take their armor. Because obviously, this Dark Brotherhood member. And I always thought it was really garbage. You couldn't take their armor. Let's see. Well, failure's not an option, but you failed. I also like how, like, someone performing the Black Sacrament on you is not a hindrance to you joining the Dark Brotherhood. Like, they just don't really care. Even though there's a contract out that they're supposed to fulfill, they don't really care that you're joining. Who knows, maybe they were going to betray you the whole time. Or maybe they did. Awfully close. Come on. This is interesting just because I'm pretty confident that this is a potential bounty, is this specific giant camp here. So it's interesting that the giant has apparently been given leave to have his camp there. But then also the Jarl will order a hit out on the giant. But I wouldn't put it past Ulfric to do that. So, not surprising in the least. I guess that begs the question, you know, who do we choose in the Civil War? Personally, I always choose, not always, I've switched a fair amount, but my usual choice is Imperials. Just because I understand that choosing the Imperials is almost like choosing the Thalmor, but my thought process is to beat the Thalmor in the future, it is better to have a unified empire than to have the empire split. So that's why I say you go Imperials, keep Skyrim with the Empire, because then that way the Empire's that much stronger for the next fight. I will say if it was an option, which I know there's a mod for it, if the Dragonborn could become Emperor, I would say do that. Like Tamriel is Skyrim becomes independent, but it becomes under the rule of the Dragonborn. I'd totally do that every time. You know, sort of like a Talos sort of playthrough. You start with Skyrim and then you end up conquering the entire empire. That I think would be the best. And like I said, I think there's a mod for this that like you become Emperor, or not even maybe Emperor, but maybe High King of Skyrim, which is obviously a start to that sort of idea. But yeah, that would be my option. But I like the Empire as a general rule.
Find Paratus in Oculory.
you guys wanted to read this, you know, just pause. That was a very short book. Okay, there you go. Alright, like I said, we're gonna try to work on sneaking a bit. So that means we'll move slower through some of these dungeons, but hopefully that means I don't set off as many traps. Like that. Look up after this. I know that there's this sort of dwemer metal that you can find, you can turn into ingots. And there's a system of what's best, and the heaviest stuff is not the best. But I'm trying to remember exactly. I know anything bent, I'm pretty sure, is good. And I think the large decorative struts are also good. Give you the highest like ingot to weight ratio, but I don't remember off the top of my head, so I'll have to look that up another time. Oh, the one thing about this is ruins always just feel so massive. Sort of feel like they go on forever. Heck, I think I've been in here about 5 minutes and I already feel like I've been in here forever. Forward. Yeah, like the solid dwemer metal, it weighs 25, but I'm pretty sure it has like the lowest ingot rate of all the scrap, so it's not worth picking that up. Especially because there's just a lot. So if you picked up every piece of stuff that could possibly give you ingots, you'll quickly run out of inventory space. So it's just not worth picking those up. Unless, of course, you're like at the end of your dungeon here. You got spare space. Gonna run into Falmer. remember. No? This just takes so much longer, but that's okay. Tell you what. Ooh, interesting. The thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna level up here. I know there's stuff I should be doing here. We'll just save the perks for now. Just move forward. Kinds of moonstone here. Here. I'm not actually sure what it is, so let's just... I guess that trap assumes you are sprinting. That was pretty far in front. Wow, that poison is no joke. No joke. How did a mammoth get all the way down here? We're in the middle of it. Oh, okay. You know what? Kudos. That's what I get. There is a convenient hole right in the middle here. One thing is, like, obviously, like a lot of times in Skyrim I've noticed in dungeons, there's always like holes like that in the ceiling that let in like some natural light or whatever. I've always wondered, and I haven't really gone out of my way to like check this. I'm sure somebody has though. You know, is that like, is there like some random hole in the map somewhere that I could fall into this thing? I mean, like, it's never happened to me. I've never accidentally fallen down into a dungeon before, but I'm like, you know, there's a lot of those I've noticed. So one would think that there is a place. I do know one place where there is near Whiterun where you can actually fall down into a pull. I've never done it, but I have found that one. But that's a very minor, like, bandit hideout. That's not really falling into a dwemer ruin. Ah, crap. Well, we'll hold on to that until we need to drop it. Moving on. Grab that cog either, but oh well. Just very bad about reading or taking. I'll go down first. There's a lot of solid metal just laying on the ground. Thing, I do wonder when, you know, when will the dwemer make an appearance? You know, they've been gone for. I haven't played Morrowind, Arena, or Daggerfall. So I'm not even sure if they were in those games. But I know there is a single dwemer who was not like present. And was thus not like transported away or whatever happened to them. You can run into him in Morrowind, but they've been gone for a while, so I wonder if that's going to be some big reveal, like the dwemer come back or something, you know. But I don't know. I suppose they can't use all their ideas. I mean, they did. Oh, that was close. did, in a way, bring back snow elves. In the Dawnguard DLC. Obviously, snow elves. Which, I guess, could mean the appearance of them brings back their whole race, potentially. I don't know. Alright, let's go. Drop that, drop that. Go ahead and hop down here. Maybe I shouldn't Okay, and I came down here for nothing. Excellent. Bro. Offload some of this to you.
Still here. I am sworn to carry your burdens.
Her level of enthusiasm for trading stuff is just iconic. I think we have all been there. I mean, I wouldn't want to carry around a bunch of dwarven junk either. Which is why I give it to her.
Lead on.
Couldn't be me. Anything? Nope. Ouch. It's rough for you. God, those are just nasty feet. I don't like feet as a general rule, but certainly don't look like them. They look like goblin toes. Oh, is this... I don't even know if this is worth it. Oh boy. Oh. There's been worse things I've spent lockpicks on. I feel like every time I say uh-oh, I'm thinking of the meme where it's like Chuckles, I'm in danger. Which is not inaccurate. That's pretty much how I feel. Wouldn't anybody feel that way delving into a dwarven ruin where the dwemer haven't lived for centuries, knowing it's occupied by their robots that have been left over? And if not them, their former slaves. They turned into a lesser creature. Oh boy. kill you, but we didn't have to. Palmer do that for us. Oh, one thing I need to remember is to start bringing in more health potions. We'll be okay. Worst case, I just run away like a bitch. Or maybe I do things like this. It's been a long time since I've run through doing a magic build. And I really did it because it felt like there's not a lot of... Well, one, because I haven't done it myself in a long time, but two, it just felt like... There's no shot to get that. It just felt like there's not that many people going magic. And I think I know why. I mean, I was originally going to do straight destruction, but it was just, you know, I'm running out of magicka constantly, whereas when I do this, I can level up my one hand at the same time, and I have an alternate form of damage when I run out of magicka. But it's tough, because, I mean, the stereotypical... There's enemies behind this door. We're going to find out what they're doing. But the stereotypical build is the, you know, the sneaky archer. And I have done my fair share of sneaky archers. Weirdly, I also really enjoyed dual wielding. Dual wielding was always fun. But two-hand is probably my favorite. And I think it's underrated. There's just something about, you know, walking into a place with a two-handed axe or sword. I always do axe or sword because I don't care for the warhammers as a general rule. They're okay, but the looks are just not my thing. But there's something about like walking into the Elven Embassy with Wuthrod and just going to town on all of the Thalmor. That just, I love that. And who knows, you know, once I kind of do everything with this account, I mean, this is going to go on for a long time, assuming I don't get bored. I mean, I'll play the game, even if I'm not recording it, I'll probably continue playing the game, but this will take forever, because my intention with this whole channel is to kind of go through all the quests, but then also just, obviously there's a lot of things in Skyrim that aren't necessarily tied to a quest. Oops. So I kind of want to go through and just show all the dungeons, and that'd be something I would do after I sort of finish doing quests, just because at that point I'd be a high level and there'd be a lot left, or not much left to do. So this way I would be high enough level to get behind all those master locks. And that's my intention. I'm sure it will change. It's a little bit glitchy. But yeah, that's my intention. I'm sure it'll change given that would take forever, for starters, but also I obviously show a lot of the dungeons by doing quests, so there will be some where I'll just not do them again because I don't want to have to run through everything. Part of me thinks it's gonna be the Dwarven Ruins, because these are easily my least favorite. Easily my least favorite. So get back here. It's not worth going to get you. I mean, we're still not done on this one, and I mean, I know I'm not exactly. Oh, nice. Not exactly speed running. But we are going into our third section of the dungeon, which, you know, other than Dwarven Ruins, I can't name many things that have 3 sections. Maybe a couple Old Nordic ruins do, but it feels like Old Nordic ruins generally have, like, weird. Somebody is smacking quite heavily on the wall or something. Completely lost my train of thought because of that. Old Nordic ruins generally have like your entrance area. You go into a deeper area, and then in that deeper area, at the end there's an area where you sort of travel back to the first area and then you leave. Whereas here, this is our third area of enemies. So it'd be like in a normal Nordic ruin, this is we should be done. I'm gonna die. Yeah, that would have killed me. Before we go too much further, for fear of hitting a trap, and along with Dwarven Ruins, there's that one you can enter places. I don't know why I'm from Blackreach. You can end up in Blackreach for like 2 or 3 different locations. Messed up by these guys. I don't know what arrows that guy's using. Oh, that would be why he's using Dwarven arrows. Wow, he was messing me up with those. Okay. It's gonna be a long episode, but that's okay. You guys can skip at various points. Doesn't hurt my feelings. And now it's time for our joking like, comment, subscribe phase, you know? You should do it, definitely. I care greatly about the opinion of others. No, I don't actually care. I don't do this for money, I don't do this for likes, I don't do this for comments, subscriptions, any of that crap. I appreciate it when it happens, you know? It's not something that I hate, but it's not like I live for the gratification of others. I do this more for fun. And apparently I like the sound of my own voice. Not really. Kinda hate hearing my own voice. Okay.
I've got your back. How can I serve you, my Thane?
Let's give you a bunch of more miscellaneous stuff. Okay, need to be
Lead
careful.
on.
Probably shouldn't pick up any more. Shouldn't pick up any more dwemer scrap. That's what I was going to say before I neglected to finish my statement. You know, as one does. Not going that way. I've been stuck on this before once. I thought I was supposed to talk to that guy up there first before coming down here, but we'll see. I mean, look at all that solid metal. Just sitting there. I say, don't pick up anymore, and yet here I am. Oh. I probably shouldn't have picked that up. You know, Lydia coughing just reminded me, this has to reek, right? Like, there's no way the Falmer had any sort of, like, hygiene. Not good hygiene. Like, there's no way. This place has gotta stink. And the chorus cannot, like, they cannot be clean creatures. Something that spits poison just doesn't give me the vibe of clean. You know this place has gotta, like, smell terrible. And, like, look at that, like, dank musk in the air. You can see it. A little fog. Cannot be good.
Gavros, is that you? I'd almost given up hope. Let me get the door.
Guy didn't even wait to hear his voice.
What the? What are you doing here? What have you... It was the Falmer, wasn't it? Curse them! They've ruined everything. If Gavros is gone, there is no hope. He was supposed to return with the crystal. Without that, all our efforts are wasted. And you, if you're here for treasure or wisdom or anything, I'm afraid you've wasted your time. It didn't work the first time. I tried to tell Gavros, but he wouldn't listen. No, it won't be too cold, he said. Well, I was right, wasn't I? Focused completely wrong by the time we got here. The cold had warped it. Gavros had to cart it all the way back to Cyrodiil. Left the rest of us here to fend off the damnable Falmer. You found... How in the world? That's it? That's it! I don't know who you are, but you may have just saved this little project. In fact, who are you anyway? You are you? Savos wouldn't even grant us an audience when we came to you, but now you come here expecting something from me? I don't much like this, I'll tell you. But you saved my skin, so maybe I can overlook the past for now. Come on, I'll explain on the way. No matter what Gavros said, this was my idea first. The Council is going to know that when I get back. I was the one who thought of using this oculory. I don't know what the dwarves called it. Something unpronounceable, I'm sure. From all our research, it seems they were intent on discerning the nature of the divine. This machinery, all of it, was designed to collect starlight, and then, I'm not sure, split it somehow? It was my idea to replace one of the key elements with our focusing crystal. Months of enchantments went into it. Let's just hope they got it right this time. Magnificent, isn't it? Took an incredible amount of work to get it running again. Now I'm hoping it'll all be worth it. Place the crystal in the central apparatus, and we can start the process for focusing it.
Okay, I believe I need... Oh, I don't... Aha. So I believe this is one of those ones that you need to know. You need to have hot and cold. Do flames on the left, frost on the right. Now, I'm just going off memory. focus. Yeah, you get what I mean. You want to get the beams as they're aimed at these, to hit these crystals to guide it back.
Make sure your plan worked? That our efforts have been for nothing? Well, explain yourself. You and your college have ruined years of my work. I've lost colleagues and friends to the Fulmer, and you want me to calm down?
Yeah.
How did you do it? But it must be something you're doing. There's no other explanation. You have something at your college, don't you? Something immensely powerful. Beyond anything I've anticipated. What is it? The Eye of Magnus? Well, I suppose if that means what I think it does, well, that's interesting. Yes, the staff. Interesting. I can't explain the details. That would be giving away many secrets the Synod have learned over the years. Also, I doubt you'd be able to comprehend the details. Have you seen the orrery in the Imperial City? It was the inspiration for this idea. Instead of projecting the sky, we project all of Tamriel, and then harness the latent energies to overlay the positions of... What's important is that all of this work was designed to reveal to us sources of great magical power. Purely to help safeguard the Empire, of course. And yet, in the end, only 2 locations have been revealed to us. One is your college. The other, well, that can only be Labyrinthian. So, mage from Winterhold, despite your intentions, I've beaten your little game, even if all you've said here is lies. I know you have something in Winterhold the Synod Council will be very interested in. So fine, trudge off to Labyrinthian in search of your staff. I shall return to Cyrodiil and deliver my full report to the Council. This is not over, I assure you. Well, yes. Probably. I mean, yes. Certainly it is. But that doesn't matter now, because I know you're hoarding something even more important at your college. The Council will be informed of this. They will find out what you're up to. Am I? I think I've discovered more here than I could have hoped to. Your trickery won't confuse me. I think we're done here. Keep your hands to yourself.
Whatever, crazy man. You give your report to the Synod. They'd be most pleased to find out that your entire expedition died and you were the only one who lived. And then you're going to come to the college and our mysterious magical artifact will just be gone. Oh.
You have done well thus far, but trying times are ahead. It is imperative that you return to your college at once. You will be called on to take swift action, rise to the challenge, and discover what you are capable of. You are on the right path, and you will prevail.
Hopefully. I guarantee that I will, though. See, like, this is the most annoying thing about the Dwarven Ruins, is you get out, and it's like, oh, by the way, the thing you needed was, like, there's a second entrance, and it's way over here, and if you just happen to have that key, you could have come here and gotten it and avoided the entire avoided all of the enemies, but too bad, so sad. But we've been at this for way too long at this point. We'll go there next episode. Because the next thing we're going to do is go to Labyrinthian, and that...
You've been a good friend to me. That means something.
Uh-oh. Well, that's not rendering correctly. I also don't know how I've been a good friend.
Damn those gray names to oblivion. They want to back the storm close.
This isn't good. Just hope everything loads right in this. We're fine. Okay. So yeah, so that was good. Got our first Dwarven Ruin experience. Kind of sucked. Got a cool circlet, I guess. Gets us 20 more magic up, but that's it for today. Again, just let me know how you guys feel about me talking. If you prefer to just listen to Skyrim, that's perfectly fine. You're not going to hurt my feelings. But yeah, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I don't really care. You do you. I hope that you get some small measure of joy out of watching this. If not, fuck it. Have a good day.